Hello everybody. This is another Creative Modular set, and it's one of the sets that I think it's retiring soon. I might be wrong, but I think by 2021 this set will no longer exist. It will be in the archives of the LEGO Vault. But without further ado, let's look at it. So this is the Downtown Diner, one of the many modular sets that I've also done in the recent months. If you want to check those out, then of course there's a bunch of videos and a playlist all throughout the channel for you to look at that. But this one specifically, we're looking at this modular, but it's not particularly one of the more fancier ones, but it still has its perks. This is a $230 set or $250 set depending on what country you're from. And yeah, so let us take a look at this set and see what we've got. Here is the box for the Downtown Diner. As you can see, this is set 10260. A little bit on the medium average size for the modular sets, given that the modular sets are always over $100, but not bad. This has 2,480 pieces, and then on the side it shows you all the modular functions it has. And then if we flip this around to take a look at the back, you can see it is stacked alongside the other Creative Modular sets, such as the Assembly Square. Not quite sure what the last box there is. I think that's the bank. It's definitely retired. I tried finding that set. It is retired, and I tried finding it on like Bricklink and eBay, and it's ridiculously expensive. So sorry, I'm not doing that set. So there's that. And then it shows you a bunch of the other features that this set has, and yeah. So apart from that, it's the box. What more is interesting in the box? Here is the Downtown Diner. It is averagely slightly bigger than the bookstore, but it's not that big if you think about it. This is my hand, honestly, not that big. It can fit on the shelf relatively easily. But apart from that, yeah, there is a total of 3 levels on this thing. The main diner itself is all at the bottom, which is great. There were some modular sets in the past that in the name of the set only had a small section of it. This has the entire level dedicated to it, so that is good. The first thing I'm going to point out, obviously, is the big and obvious Downtown Diner sign at the beginning. Obviously, the word downtown isn't there, but it's the diner word that's there. And I very, 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 very much like it because, well, it's built out of bricks. Duh, it's Lego. But the way the pieces they use and just the color itself is done very, very well. I really wish in the future, when we get more of these style sets, the Lego creates a word or something out of Lego bricks, that we do something more like this, because this is great. The R could use a little bit of work, but apart from that, it's not a bad build at all. And that's creative. I mean, this set does kind of gives you the 21st century vibes, because you notice the styles and everything within is actually very, very much like in the 1900s. As you can see just from the main overall appearance and stuff, you can tell it's an old style building. So there's that. Before we take a deep dive inside the building, let's look at outside the building. We've got the classic street lamp, which has been appearing on all the other modular sets. And then on the side, we've got some flower pots. And then we've got a mailbox. That's a fire hose as well. Fire hose place. Or maybe it's a parking meter. I don't even know. I think that's a parking meter. Yeah. This is definitely a mailbox though. The other thing you want to look at is this wonderful window it shows. You can look inside and you can really see the diner, which is great, which allows a lot of natural sunlight to shine in and illuminate it. Because normally with shading, because when it's all covered, the inside is very, very dark. You can actually when you look inside from here, you can actually see the inside very clearly because the sunlight helps illuminate the inside. Hence the big window pieces at the front. So that is very, very nice. No stickers, no nothing, just a very plain window, and that's exactly what we need more in the future of Lego. Coming up on the side here, we've got a little stairway that goes up onto the other 2 levels, so that's how minifigures can access to the next 2 levels of the place. Got a little street lamp there. In the back here, we've got like a little alleyway thing. Actually, you can't really see it down here, with a little trash can under the stairway. This is probably a compost bin or something. And then this is the back door. Apart from that, nothing much going on in the back, as you can see. As for the other 2, you got the stairway, you got the ladder that goes all the way up to the roof. So this is very, very minifigure accessible. So in that sense, that's good, because there were some sets that, in the minifigure point of view, you can't really get to those places. So there's that. The other thing we're going to look at is this wonderful archway that they built here. I'm not quite sure what exactly it's called, but the usage of teal is done very nicely with the little slightly grayish transparent windows, which again gives a lot of natural sunlight to shine into the build, which isn't as effective as the downtown, as like the diner level itself, but it does its job, and overall I'm happy with the design of this thing. So the other thing is this door. This uses stickers, alright, but it's fine. Jim's is the name of the diner. Here is the door that opens up, which allows your minifigures to walk in and enjoy a good meal. And apart from that, that's it. So that's pretty much everything you see on the outside of this build. Obviously, it's a modular set, so we're gonna dissect this layer by layer, and we're gonna look at the different things happening inside each layer. So let's go do that right now. Alright, it is time to look at this layer by layer. First and foremost, the roof. Look at this nice antenna, which you will probably have to take off when you're trying to display this on a shelf or something. But if your shelf is tall enough, then it should be alright. There is a skylight window up here, which you can open up, which allows, you know, air to go in, and you can prop up the window. There's a little stand up here, so you can like kind of leave it slightly open like that, if you will. That way, yeah, so you can get natural air going in, because you know it can get really hot, especially in the summer, and the minifigures just want normal fresh air. So there's that. So that is very nice. So now let us remove the roof to the first layer, or the first level in this case. And I guess the best way to view it is actually by looking at the back right here. So let us take a look. So this is a recording studio. I'm taking the camera off the tripod for an easier access, so you can actually look at this from angle by angle. So like I said, this is a recording studio because we have a musical artist. It makes sense that he has to find a place to record his songs, obviously. We've got a little lounge here with like a little seat. Got some nice carpets going on here. On this side you can see we've got a little, I guess that's a platinum award or something from the music awards, you know, those things. Got a little coffee stand here. We've got probably an album cover right here. That's a completely printed tile piece right there, so I think that's an exclusive piece. Then we've got the main recording room. So this is the mic. So if you're not familiar with how music making works, the singer would go into this room, so you can have all the privacy, and the fact that there's a sound foam board here, so it keeps the audio crisp and won't be echoey. And so the singer will go in here and sing, and then we have one person out here monitoring, making sure that the person inside singing is doing alright. And here's the control panel. On this side, not quite sure what this is. I guess it's another control panel as well. But apart from that, not too much going on. And then on the front, got a little balcony for your people to chill after a long day at the recording. We got some nice leaves here, which are actually dagger pieces from like weapons and stuff from Ninjago. So that's pretty funny. And on this side, just got some little flowers growing out. And then we've got a back entrance right here. So this is probably my favorite level from all the levels, the recording studio. So now let's look at the next level. Alright, it is time for the second layer. Oh, this whole thing is coming. So I keep noticing this pattern where this entire thing keeps coming up rather than a small layer at a time. which is a little bit on the inconvenient side. So you really gotta, there you go. So it's a little bit more tedious, but it should do the trick. So the next layer here is pretty much a fitness center, if you will. So here it is. So it's a fitness center. It's where your minifigures can get their exercise, or just get some gains if they want. The first thing I have to point out here is the wrestling ring here, or it's more like a wrestling box, but that is a complete, I don't know how many studs that is. I think that's a 7x7 tile. Might be wrong, but this, you can dunk in 2 of your minifigures and just have them duke it out in a boxing match. So that'll be that. There's that. Did I say wrestling? I meant boxing. But yeah, so gotta love the simple design here. It is taking up a lot of room on this level, but it is still done nicely. You got a clock here to watch the time. Got some dumbbells at the back here, and then we've got a punching bag here for this dude with his punching gloves to get some kicking and punching in, which is, of course, can completely be movable like this, you can see. So he can actually do some punching motion, and the bag would actually, of course, react to it. We've got bench press right here. Got a water station, of course. The minifigures need to stay hydrated, especially during exercise. Got a door, the access to the stairway down here, and you got a little lamp here. Apart from that, that is pretty much it. Nothing too much going on for this layer. This layer is very nice. My favorite thing probably has to be that boxing, little boxing cage here. So that's done very, very well. So the fitness center, everybody. All right, it's time to look at the last layer, in fact, which is the main layer, and of course what the entire set is built upon, the diner itself. By the way, here's the spiral staircase coming down from this layer from like the top level to this level. So there's that. Very, very nice design, because they use the railings here with a bunch of the droid arms. So it's pretty funny, but there's that. So now it is time to look at the main diner itself. All right, going in. Let's see what we've got here. So this diner, first and foremost, is super spacious. It takes up the entire level, which is fantastic. Because sometimes in some modular builds, the main thing of the set only takes up like a little bit of a certain level. So this one, the entire ground floor is the diner, and that's perfect. It's a very spacious restaurant, despite there only being 1 actual table seat and 3 bar seats, but still it has the enough for a restaurant vibe going on. So it is an open kitchen, as you can see. Usually in old modern diner days, the kitchen would be hidden all the way at the back. You wouldn't really see it when you're dining. But open kitchens are nice, because you can actually see the chef make the food and serve to you almost immediately. So that's pretty good. So let's look at the kitchen itself first. We've got a pan back there with a butcher's knife, got a counter, and then we got the main stove itself with the chef hard at work making some bacon. Yes, that right there is bacon. And this thing here is pancakes. He's making breakfast, if you will. Very nice stove. I like the stove design, and the bacon and pancakes are a great choice for this. This is a classic thing from the 21st century. You will probably not see them in modern society, which is those music players in those restaurants. So yeah, I think you pop like $1 or $2 in, like you just pop in some change, and you select the track you want, and it will start playing this throughout the whole cantina. So yeah, obviously today we've got stuff like Spotify and iTunes, so stuff like this doesn't exist anymore, but it is the classic from the old days. We've got the seat right here with a plate of pancakes. We got the condiments, the ketchup and mustard, and the box of napkins right there. And then, yeah, I believe this is a waiting seat, because that's just facing the outside. And then on top of the walls here, I believe these are just emblems or just random awards or something, or like the restaurant awards, or like best diner in town or something like that. Apparently this restaurant is so good, it has 4 stars, Michelin stars. If this was Michelin stars, this will be a really good restaurant, I'll just say that. We've got a coffee machine here. I think this is a ice cream machine or a milkshake, or actually I think this is the place where you get the wine, you get the alcohol. So there's that. And then the diner, and then the bar seats itself, like the bar seats, although there's 3 of them, it's still done particularly well. The counter is nice, it's spacious enough, and there's that. And my favorite thing has to be the floor. I really love this checker style floor. You got the black and white tiles, and that's done very, very well. So from that is the entire diner. That is the main thing of the set. So we've gone over all 3 levels. Again, if you've missed something, you can always feel free to go back. But for now, overall with this entire build, I am very, very, very happy with it. The different levels have interesting things. My favorite probably has to be the recording studio, but apart from that, not a bad build at all. If you've missed something, then you can definitely go back to the video and check it out. But for now, it is time to move on. We've also got a little side build, and then we've got the minifigures. But first, what is this side build that I speak of? There's also a little side build in this set, which is this little fella. It's this little car, which I am not a car expert, and therefore I do not know the exact model name of this. So if you know, let me know in the comments, but I'm just gonna call this a normal car. But this is for the Rockstar in this set, kind of his tour car, if you will. I mean, after all, he is a celebrity, so there's that. You can seat up to, I believe, 3 people, because you got the driver's seat right here. You've got the passenger seat here, and the passenger seat back here, or you can use it as storage, which I've used for his guitar right here. Overall, though, I do very much like his design of, like, the design of this little vehicle, given that this set takes place around the 21st century. So the diner is 21st century style, so as this vehicle as well. So not bad. It is completely in pink, which is fine. You know, some people may not like pink cars, which aren't really that common these days if you go on the streets, but they're still, they exist, all right. And this is still a pretty nice addition. So as a little side build, not bad at all. I will gladly take it. The only complaint I'll probably have for this thing is there's no place on the set to park the vehicle, so it's kind of just left out on the side. And when you're trying to display the downtown diner, this is kind of like a sore thumb. You gotta find a space to shove this in somewhere. I would say put this in the corner garage if you really don't have the room. But yeah, it's still not a bad thing to put on the side overall. I do like the front's design here. And then the back with the lights. The lights here is done very well as well. So there's that. So overall, this would be a nice $13 set of its own if it's like a little small box set. But it's a nice side build, definitely, for sure. Like, don't overlook this. Don't overlook this. I like this minifigure selection. You got a good range of different types of minifigs and the different types of jobs they have and what they're doing in this set. It's great. I think it's a good variety for sure. Without a doubt, my favorite one has to be the chef, because I'm a nerd, and I'm a big fan of chef minifigures, because I just think the way Lego has molded the hats for them, especially the chef's hat, those are done very, very well all the time. Excuse me for a second. I need to attach something to our first minifigure here, which is probably this pop star or rock star. I don't know if he's specifically a specific person or it's just some character Lego made up. I think he's just a random rock star or something. He's got his guitar right here, which I was equipping because I forgot to put that on him. There you go, looking very nice. And here's his hairpiece. He's got the Dareth hairpiece. If you don't know what the Dareth hairpiece is, this is I'm talking about Dareth from Ninjago. Ninjago fans, you know who Dareth is, the brown ninja. This is, I think, the exact same hairpiece that Lego uses for the Dareth minifigure, which is actually a pretty rare minifigure if you didn't know. So there's that. There's his second face, and kind of his like rock star performing face when he's strumming that electronic guitar of his. So there's that, and yeah, not bad at all for this guy. This one, I think this one is the I'm trying to like look. I don't know what exactly she does. I think she definitely doesn't run the diner for sure. I think she's managing the recording studio or something like that. I don't know. But here's the one of the ladies in this set. Got the Black Widow hair, as you can see right here. I think she's part of the diner. Actually, I don't even know anymore. Take out the hairpiece. Two faces, kind of similar to each other. Not particularly too special about that. And then we have the waitress for the diner. This one's really funny because she's on roller skates. You know, try to get the food around as fast as possible. She's got this. I think that's milkshake. I don't think that's ice cream. I'm pretty sure that's more like milkshake, as an ice cream would be in a cone, or yeah, this definitely looks like a milkshake or something like that. No second face for the waitress's face. Very nice hairpiece. Oh, I like these hairpieces. Ponytails. I think they're better than like the Black Widow ones. I call them the Black Widow ones, but you can call them whatever you want. But I don't know. I just find the ponytail hairpieces better because it doesn't cover the entirety of their head. You can still see like the side and everything. So there's that. All right, now to my favorite minifigure of all. If I can get the waitress to stand up properly, then that would be fantastic. There we go. Here is the chef. I know I'm a nerd, but you still gotta appreciate it. Look at this hat. This is exactly what I was talking about earlier. The hat mold here is done particularly well. I do wish to see Lego create more of these. If they make like a restaurant set or something, then they give more chefs with these kind of hats. But this is a very, I know it's basic, but he still looks pretty decent. And then here's the boxer, or maybe not boxer, maybe just a dude at a fitness center, because there is a fitness center here. And there's a punching bag, and he's got I think these are part of his arms. They're not add-ons. They are molded straight into his hands. So that's pretty nice. I think that's gonna be a little bit restricting. Then you can't take them off and use his normal stud hands, but I think that's fine. You just can't use them to their full potential. It's just very, very limited. But I do like it. Custom molded boxing hands. That is done very well. And on the bottom, he's got like a dual printed pants here. And then here's his hair all messy and sweaty. You take that off. No second face. There you go. And then the last figure on the line is also a person from the fitness center, but this one is the fitness woman. She's got a hoodie here, but apparently there's enough sleeves. Okay. And then she's also got a ponytail. She has two faces. Oh, that's not good. It's a not freaked out face. It's like a sweaty, hard, concentrated face. You can tell she's dedicated to her exercising. So there's that. So obviously, like I said, from the line of these figures here, the chef one tops it all. But of course, that's my opinion. You have every right to tell me which one is your favorite. So that's it for the minifigures. So I would say you should pick this set up because, like I said in the very beginning of the video, this is close to retirement in 2021, I think. Don't quote me on that. But if it does, the value of the set will definitely go up, you know, given that the set is no longer on store shelves. So I would say if you're building a Lego city or you're into these modular builds, this is definitely one you should pick up. This will definitely go well with the assembly square and the bookstore. And I'm not quite sure about the corner garage. I don't think the corner garage might work particularly the best for this, but maybe it can. But I definitely would say the assembly square is a must if you're going to like create a series of modular buildings for your Lego city or something. So definitely take a look at this. And like all modular sets, I am always genuinely impressed with everything that we've gotten in this set. The minifigure selection is good. The little car on the side, once again I apologize, which I still don't remember the name of, on the side, like that's a good addition. A little side build, it's nice. I do very much like the diner design itself inside. And then the other two levels on top, the recording studio was probably my favorite from the upper two levels. And apart from that, that is a good set. So I will give this a finale of 9 out of 10. Just a little bit more, like the lamp was a little weird. I also had a missing piece when I got this set. Yes, I had a missing piece. Had to contact Lego and get a missing piece shipped over to me for me to complete this. I actually got this set in October, and Lego was really falling behind on their schedule, so it took me quite a while to finally get my missing piece and get this review out for you guys. So For the love of God, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more, because that would greatly be appreciated. And that's it for this one. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out the channel for more. As for now, that is it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you in the next one. Bye for now.